Good morning, everyone. Uh, we of Team 2 will be presenting a presentation for the kickoff meeting, and the name of a product is Sunmade, and it's a product being offered by the P&G company. Before I begin with the presentation, let me introduce my other teammates. We have Priya, Roshni, and May, and this is me, Ishan. So together the four of us have come up with this presentation and the product description. Everything has already been provided in the attachments and submitted to the professor. So without further ado, I will begin presentation for our product. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's having a really good summer. Now, since you guys have already received my email, I'm sure you guys know what this meeting is about. We're here to launch our latest product, which is Sunmade. We've spent a lot of time and effort in developing it, and everything's ready. All of the stakeholders have approved their budgets. The project sponsors ready with everything. So we are all prepared and ready to go. Now we've scheduled this meeting just to introduce everyone to the entire project team, so that I know I've spoken to everyone individually, but this meeting was more so that you get to see the other faces involved and can understand and appreciate the effort that everyone else is also putting into the project. So let me begin with the agenda that we set for the meeting. Right now, as of today, and I know you've already seen the email, but what I'm going to walk you guys through are the project objectives, the project descriptions. I will also be introducing all of the stakeholders, and it also comes with an insight into the project budget, the timelines, as well as how we plan to monitor the progress of the project. So let me begin with the project objectives. Now, as most people know, sunscreen is a product that is extremely popular and very helpful for people of all age groups. It prevents everyone from having a negative skin reaction during the summers, especially if you're hitting the beaches. Now, what was our initial project objective was to get this product out without any defects. From our initial customer surveys, we expect 20% product penetration. Converting those into numbers, we expect roughly 2,000 units to be sold within the first month itself. Now, point to be noted, this is for our current product base only. We do expect new customers to be flocking to this product, as it's a product that we've invested a lot of research into, and we expect it to be a big hit in the market. Also, as employees of P&G, our main project objective is to create new incremental revenue that this product would gain. Now let me get into the details of the product description. Now, as I've mentioned before, this product, Sunmade, is a specialty sunscreen lotion. And as you all know, everyone uses sunscreen, from kids to parents to grandparents. So there really is no target age group. We're basically pointing to every possible human who requires sunscreen or is headed to the beach, and that really opens up the market for us. Basically, we've added one single thing to the product that makes it different from everything else that's out there. What we're also doing is actually changing the SPF value. What does SPF stand for? It's the sun protection factor. Now, based on the ultraviolet B rays that a particular location receives, you require differing amounts of SPF value to be present in your lotion. And as such, if you're hitting a beach in a very sunny area, suppose the West Coast, you would require a much higher SPF value than opposed to something like the East Coast, say Cape Cod or something. That requires a much lower SPF value. And we don't really want you to put a cream on your body that's not really helpful or doesn't add anything much. So this product is really going to be focused on regions and really cater to individual product groups based by the region. Now moving on to the more important parts, especially the money. Let me also introduce our project sponsor, Mr. Peter Richmond. I know you guys have already heard about him, but he'll be acting as the primary stakeholder for this project. And it's through a lot of manpower and efforts that we've come up with this overview of the budget. It's taken a lot of effort from every individual team involved, and these are the rough estimates that we have today. We believe that the sales, tech, and marketing resources would take roughly 1,000 hours. We've also figured out that legal agreements, revenue shares, and other estimates would take roughly 500 hours. And just so that we have a little bit of buffer, we've also assigned 100 hours for miscellaneous resources and costs that could be incurred during the process while we do market our project. Now, we do not know if the 100 hours would be necessary or we would go over budget and require more than 100 hours. But as of initial planning, that's what we've planned for. It seems from our past experience that it would be sufficient for any sort of nuisance or nuances that might come up. So we've planned for it as well. So you guys really do have some leeway in figuring out if some issues do crop up. Now let me walk you guys through the remainder of our stakeholders. The product manager and the guy responsible for coming up with Sunmade is none other than John Herons. John Herons is the product manager. He's been with P&G Beauty Group for over 5 years, and he's made significant contributions to our beauty department. With his vision and strategy, he has helped develop and launch several beauty products, and this is just one of many. But he does believe that this might be the most successful product he's ever worked on. Now, I've already introduced Peter Richmond, but let me talk a little bit more about him. He is the project sponsor for this project, and he has extraordinary insights and into product innovation and development. As the project sponsor, he's also our primary stakeholder, and he would mostly be providing guidance and additional resources if required for the various teams involved. The next person is Maggie Galarza. She is the manager of sales. She would have a huge influence on the project. Maggie is new to the team and has been newly hired by the P&G Beauty Department for her experience in customer relations and services. She has a lot of prior experience as the insights manager at L'Oreal, and she has excellent people handling skills and managing a lot of customers. So we would definitely require guidance from her. The next person is Tracy Liu. She is in charge of product marketing and would be the primary person responsible for helping us pick up sales and marketing our product. She has an MBA from Harvard, and she joined the team about a couple of years ago. So she's been with us for a while now. The next person is obviously Tom Smith, Director of IT. In today's world, we basically cannot do anything without IT support, and Tom's our guy. He's going to be providing adequate IT resources when available throughout the duration of the project, especially with keeping track of inventory as well as analyzing and studying stakeholders, stakeholder meetings, and keeping a dashboard for product trends and our marketing strategy. Stephanie Simpson now is the manager of sales, and she is responsible for promoting the integrated sales of Sunmade. Now at P&G we already have several beauty products, and it would be Stephanie's role to make sure that these products are sold through available channels and that nothing is lost in transaction. Now, Carla Lynn is the head of research and development. As this product goes into the market, we will obviously be receiving feedback from our customers, and it's going to be Carla's responsibility to understand and use that information to further develop Sunmade. Now, Sam Johnson is our legal supervisor. He's responsible for coming up with all the legal contracts and sales agreements that we will have with individual vendors, and that's going to be a critical aspect of our marketing strategy. Now, I'd also like to give you a brief overview of what the project timeline looks like. As of today, this is day 1. So we begin kickoff of our project, and as you see on the screen in front of you, this is what we've mapped out. By the end of Q4 2018, we would have hit most of our small scale consumer markets. launch a minimal viable product for key testing markets, and we plan to push our product out through all available P&G owned channels. By the end of Q1 2019, we would start hitting large consumer markets within the US. By the end of Q2 2019, we hope to scale our product globally, hitting all marketing channels, including and not limited to paid media, owned channels, as well as any sponsored channels that we could get to. Now, what's important with any project is how do we keep everything on schedule. So we've come up with this project monitoring plan that will help me coordinate everyone's work efforts so that there's smooth transition between phases of the project. I've scheduled weekly project meetings to report on the progress or any risks or dependencies that individual stakeholders might come up with. We also have monthly project meetings to report progress on a monthly basis, and I believe Peter's going to be a part of those so that he gets an overview of where things stand. Emails will be sent out for the next upcoming meeting, so your calendars are going to be updated so no one will miss out on the meetings. After the end of every meeting, I would also send out an email to all the participants reporting on the project process, on the project progress, and also declaring any milestones we've hit, as well as future steps concerning the project. So everyone should be on the same page. Hopefully, this project goes off without any hiccups and we really hit the jackpot and Sunmade turns into a really profitable product for P&G. Thank you, everyone.